What's up, everybody? Cash here. Gonna be doing my uh, World Cup predictions today. Two real things just quickly though. One, so I qualified for Balance Hackmon's ladder tour, so I will be uploading that when I play. But it's only round two. Like round three is going on right now, so that's gonna be a while coming. But just letting everybody know. So you've probably seen me practicing. Well, not even really practicing. I just been spamming a ladder because I'm trying to learn all the sets so I can build some teams for that. Um, Two. You can see this nice, beautiful art here by Life is Dank. Um, if anyone knows anyone who does art or can do art, I really need a banner and like a picture, like a profile thing on YouTube. Um, so if you know anyone who would like do something like wicked simple for me, as like a favor, that would be awesome. Or if any of you know how to do that, um, I'm not like great at graphic design, so that's why there's nothing there currently. But yeah, so all right, so let's get into this. So World Cup, all the lineups got posted. Um, the pools came out today. So how it works is it's not like a normal bracketed tournament yet. How it works is everyone goes into a pool. So let's open the Gen 4 pool. So these are one person that's playing DPP from each uh, region, right? So like, for instance, this is Magma. Magma is playing for US East. Um, then like Alive, who's been on the channel before, he's playing for Central. You know, they're I think synonymous as West. I don't know exactly where everybody is, but yeah. So basically, how it's gonna work is you're gonna play. So you get matched up in this pool of 4 people. You play each person. I'm pretty sure they're only playing once. Right? They're probably just playing one time. So you play everybody. Battle all three of their opponents. Yeah. So, and then you get, so you can read right here, you get 6 points if you come in first, 4 for second, 2 for third. And then if there's a tie, they get, like, split up, right? So, then once all of these pools are over, they add up all those points that we just talked about, and I think it's probably the 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4. The top 4 will go into the playoffs, and then 4 will get eliminated. So I'm gonna just be going over my Sun Moon predictions, mostly because I don't know that much about the other tiers. Like, I could give like a rough one, but I wouldn't have like good reasons. So I'm just gonna do Sun Moon, and I'd like to preface by saying that, as we saw in Ladder Tour, pretty much anyone can win any game. So even though I think some people will win and some people might not, um, it's possible that someone is really just relatively unknown just pops off and beats everybody. Anyway, so let's go through the best of sevens first. So we got this first group up here: Squirtle, Boat, Whale Jesus, the Panther. So I'd have to say this is probably this is kind of an unfortunate group because I think Squirtle and Whale are two of like the better players, just in general. So whoever plays against them is going to have a really hard time. So I expect them to probably finish 1-2 in this group. I do obviously think that I don't think anyone in this group is necessarily bad. These guys have a little bit more tour experience than the Panther has. I'm supposed to be playing the Panther soon, so I don't have a great judge on his skill level currently, but I'll be playing him, so I'll know. But just from experience wise, and like obviously Squirtle is doing super well in Ladder Tour. I still think Whale is like one of the like top 3 players. So this is gonna be a tough group. My only real prediction is I think either Squirtle or Whale is coming in first. That's what I got. I would be shocked if one of them didn't. because they've just been really consistent as of late, playing really well, and they've been playing a lot of tours, which gives you good experience. Second group, this is where my teammate is, James. James, quote, I see, and La Balade, I don't even pronounce that last part, Des Crew. Don't flame me for my French, I don't know. So, I think this group's just overall weaker than this one. Um, IC hasn't been playing that much. Uh, he normally brings some like weird teams and stuff that don't always get taken advantage of. But I feel like in a tour like this, people will probably be C teaming. Uh, so IC might have a I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll try harder, but maybe not. Um, Quote, I've really like basically never seen Quote even play. I have no idea if Quote's any good. Um, he's mostly just always AFK. And then obviously James is really good on my team, and I know he's gonna be prepping a lot. And then this guy, so I'm pretty sure he just won the last seasonal. He is legitimately good, and I think that France Italy is. If I was gonna pick someone like looking at teams who I thought was gonna win, I'd honestly think France Italy will win this. Obviously, I want US East to win, but I think that France Italy is stacked pretty much. So what did I just get? That's weird. So I think my top two. I'm just gonna do my top two in the groups, right? So I think that James and I'm just gonna call this guy LBD. James and LBD, I think will be top two in this group. I'm not sure. It may be if Quote and Iron Crusher try really hard, they could do better, but they're normally pretty busy with like other stuff, so I feel like they don't put as much time in as James is going to. And I know this guy's good and has good team support, so that's my prediction for this group as well. All right, so let's go on to these other pools. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. All right, so first group. This is a pretty good one because it's got my teammate, PQs, who is like, I think one of the more relatively like he's not I wouldn't say unknown. People know who they are, but doesn't play in that many tours. But obviously they're on US East. We have a lot of support. I'm like really big into like building, scouting, all that stuff. So I'm gonna be definitely pumping teams for everyone if needed. Some people like to build their own teams, and that's cool. But I'll be doing a lot, so I wouldn't count PQs out. I haven't seen them play in too many tours, so I'm not exactly sure. Elo, obviously everyone knows Elo. I think Elo's he's pretty good, obviously. But he's been really busy lately. So might not be prepping as much as normal because I know that he's had like a lot of stuff going on at school and stuff. Close has been on in all these tours and is doing super well. And then Sheom, who I actually haven't seen in a while. I used to be on like every single day when I woke up, but I haven't seen Sheom. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just missing him or something. But I think this is actually one of the stronger groups out of these. I would say this one's probably the second strongest. Maybe third strongest. All right. Top half of the stronger ones. I predict Close to probably win this one. And I think just because if I wasn't on East, I probably wouldn't have PQs doing well, but I am. So slight bias. I think Close will win, and the rest of these guys will all be pretty close. West has a lot of like good builders and stuff too, and Elo's obviously a good player, so that gives them some advantages. But I'm picking Close as first place in the group. Yeah, you know what? I'll just pick first in every group. So this group, I think Squirtle will come in first out of this one, and out of this group, I think James will. This one I think Close will. All right, so then this group. So we got William Theo, who was a relatively unknown player, made it into the ladder tour, lost in the beginning, but still impressive to make it in. Hockey, who I just recently played in seasonal, and I did lose to. So I know that obviously Hockey has at least some skill. Martha, who I haven't seen play in a pretty long time, but Martha plays a lot of stuff, and the Shadow Claw, who I honestly thought quit because I haven't seen them in so long. But people come out of like everywhere to play these tours, so um, this is gonna be like a tougher. I'm not really sure who to predict in this group. I feel like this is one of the more like out of all of these. I feel like this group is the hardest one to predict because a lot of people like don't have a ton of tour experience, and the people who have tour experience haven't been playing 1v1 like consistently. So, uh, but just from experience sake, I'd probably say that Martha will win out of this group. But I mean, I'm not sure how hard Martha's gonna try. So I'm not saying anyone's gonna like not try, but I'm saying there's people who are gonna really try and people who are gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm like in Discord kind of, and I'm just gonna play with the teams I have. So yeah, this group's a tough one. A tough one. I think William maybe if he has some team support. Shadowclaw maybe. Um, Hockey's probably gonna have a tough time just from like low experience and like tours and stuff. But obviously I just played them and lost. So they have. I think that they're capable of beating all these people. All right. So next, another one of my teammates is in this group. Aiden, Trace, Plant Based, Mace Master. I'm just gonna, even if I wasn't on East, I'd be predicting Aiden to come out of this group. Trace was one of my managers for Heatrans, and I honestly only talked to him like 2 times because he just was busy doing other things. So I'm not sure, how much effort they're gonna put in. I know Aiden cares a lot about this type of stuff, so and he's already been doing stuff. Plant based, I think plant based is decently good. Played them a few times in the room. Put them some room tours, not bad. And then Mace, obviously, everyone knows Mace. Really knowledgeable. I think Mace will probably come in second in this group, but I think Aiden will probably win. Next, we got Alt because I'm insecure. It was just in the ladder tour. Alt 41, who's relatively well known. Sandcastles, who's more of a ladder player who I've played against a bunch of times, and 187 fan. This is a relatively even group. I think maybe Alt, because I'm insecure, might win this group. They've been playing pretty well lately. They've got a lot of teams passed to them. And I have, and 187 fan played. I don't know. I can't remember how well he did in the tour, but I know he's gonna be trying. Obviously, him and his brother both play. All 41 is a pretty good player too. Sandcastles is pretty good, but lack of tour experience does hurt you in these things. So, yeah. So that's why I'm going with Alt because I'm insecure. Just coming off a pretty good tour, and I think we'll probably be, picking up pretty quick. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this one because I think this is one of the best groups, and I'm gonna go on this one. So we got Scrap tonight, relatively well known, is on US West. General Gunderson, always on Discord. Wellman Chang, worst time zone on the planet, impossible to play with. And Dennis the Menace, who I've been seeing a little bit more lately, but for a period of time didn't see very much of at all. I think Scrap tonight wins this group, maybe. He's on West. He did pretty well on his own. And as much as I have my differences with him for being kind of a dick to me on ladder at a few times when I was on alts, and I don't think he knew it was me. He is pretty good. I can't take that away from him or her. I actually don't know what gender they are. But so I think Scrap tonight will probably win this group, and if Scrap tonight doesn't, it's hard to tell how Dennis and General Gunderson are going to play. Wellman Chang obviously is a very good player as well, but also always busy and like traveling and doing stuff. So I'm going to give it the Scrap tonight. Wellman Chang probably second. And then this group, which I think is probably the best group. So it's unfortunate that my teammate landed in here. I honestly don't know Blonde. I'm just going to call him BSU very well. Just met him recently. But I think, even if this is being a hard group, I've heard that he's pretty good, and obviously has a lot of team support from us. Landon, Landon was one of the first people I ever built 1v1 with, and I was pumped when I was on Heat Trends with him. But he was literally like, I used to build teams with him, and this was like years and years ago. But I feel like he's just really busy these days with like real life and other stuff, and he built a lot of his teams on his own. He wasn't like super involved with the rest of us doing stuff. Like he'd come in every once in a while and ask for like suggestions and things. But he kind of did his own thing, and which is obviously fine because he's pretty well respected, and I think most people would agree one of the better tour players. JYT Campbell. Everyone keeps telling me that JYT Campbell is good. I just remember them bringing the same team over and over to PL, which I don't know about that. I feel like C teaming happens often in these types of things, so I need to see if they're gonna build some more teams and do some different things. And then UOP, obviously good player, but at this point, busy with like modding and all that type of deal. So I think that Landon will probably win this. I think BSU could win. And yeah, I think Landon is probably the favorite. I think from what I've heard that BSU is good enough to win this as well. But so those are my picks: Graftonite, Landon, all because I'm insecure. Aiden. I think I said Martha for this one. Close. Then up here I got Squirtle, and I can't remember what I said, but either James or LBD. So those are my predictions. I think it's going to be pretty fun to watch and play in, so I'm pretty excited for the games to start. Let me know what you guys think below. Flame me, tell me your team's the best, whatever you want. And I will catch you guys next time, hopefully with some replays. So, peace.